Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this new product. Well, it's newer product. It's re-edit Iron Man. I believe they came out with 2 other figures so far. This is the Extremis armor. And this is the box. And once you open up the flap, you see a picture of the Iron Man. And here's where the figure is housed. And on the back of the box, you see a picture of the figure. Re-edit. And by, let's see, Sentinel. So let's get the figure out of the packaging and all the accessories. Alright, and here we have the figure outside of packaging and all the accessories. First we have an instruction pamphlet. Open this up. Shows you what you can do and what not to do and all the accessories. And how far you could bend the joints, and then the battery compartment, stuff like that. And there's the figure, and there's the base. It would have been nice if this came with lights. And then we have a bunch of hands. We have salute hands, or flight hands, relax hands, and then gesture hands, and then repulsor blast hands. Then we have a translucent clamp and also a metal rod. So let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, let's start off with the height. This figure is only 7.5 inches in height, so this is definitely not a tall figure. But the price is it's really high. I will talk about that at the end, but here it is. Let's take a look at the figure from the front, and as you can see, the paint job is amazing looking. And let's take a look at him from the side. Ooh, I do really like the helmet design here. It's really futuristic and very aerodynamic. And then there he is from the side. And I really do like the fact that this Iron Man has a couple of shades of red. We got your hot rod red, and then also some burgundy red, some gold, etc. And then here there's a tab right here. Just pull that and then remove this piece on the back, and to review a on-off switch for this figure. And then here's the other side of the figure. So let's get a closer look. Again, paint job is great. I have no issues with the paint. And this figure does have some die-cast pieces. Only a few, not a lot, mainly around the feet area. It's just to weight this figure down a little bit so he won't topple over. But yeah, the armor looks fantastic. Really liking this design a lot. And here's another look at the back side, especially around the back section. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of lines. Layers too. Really great looking. Alright, so let's go for articulation. Okay, so head is on a hinge joint, so he can look up really high, which is very impressive. And nothing's blocking the back, because of this piece right here. This piece right here, it shifts inward to the helmet, so he can look up really high. And here you can see it's shifted in there. So now look at how high he could look. And then the base of the neck, there's a ball joint there. So mainly when he's doing any left and right movement with his head, it's gonna have to be done. The movement will have to be done around the neck area. So when he's moving, you can see the neck piece goes with it, goes with the head. Because of the wiring, you're not going to be able to pop his head off or move or rotate his head. And then shoulders on the ball hinge. And here in the shoulder blade, there's also a hinge joint for his arms to move in and out. And it is covered up by this panel right here. And here you get a sense of how far in his arms could go. And he could swing his arms out almost at a 90-degree angle, because it is hindered by their shoulder piece. The shoulder piece is attached on with the ball joint. And the elbows on the double joint, and then the wrists on the ball hinge. And here's the range of motion for the elbows. As you can see, it's way past 90 degrees. And as for the chest, there's a ball joint, and then around the hip, around the waist, there's another ball joint. So he could actually bend forward really far. And here you can see he could bend forward really far. There's the backside, and here you kind of see in there the joint, and here you can see, kind of cool. And here these side panels here, they're attached on with the hinge, and the hips are on a ball hinge, and it is covered up very nicely. You can't even really see it, because the shape of it, it's exactly the same as the thigh piece. And then here, where the gold meets the red on the thigh area, there's a swivel joint, and he has double jointed knees. And when you bend his knees, you can see the calf muscle piece would actually drop down, creating a little section where he could bend his knees really far back, so it's not kind of touching the hamstring area. And here you can see it's almost flush with the hamstring area. Alright, and as far as the foot, there are quite a few joints here. Let me put the camera down so I show you guys. Here there's a ball joint in there, and then there's a hinge joint, and then here's another hinge joint. And this leg could actually move forward. When he's in a bent down position, he could actually give you a really, really high range of motion here. You can see how far forward his leg actually is. And then here you can see the back of it. And yeah, you can see clearly way better than a lot of other figures that are out in the market right now. Alright, and here's the back piece, and once you remove it, you can see an on-off switch right there. And once you pop that over, voila! You can see he has a gold color arc reactor, gold color eyes, which is something very different than your normal Iron Man. Usually you have a white light for the eyes and also for the arc reactor, but here this one has yellow. Alright, and here I have the Extremis armor giving you a repulsive blast pose, and here you can see the hand right here, and then the guard that goes over the hand itself. It's on a hinge as well, so quite nice. Alright, here I have him on the landing pose, and he looks good. Not the greatest landing pose I get with this figure, because I think the best landing pose would have to come from SH Figure Arts. Here's that pose from the front. As you can see, it's still a little awkward because the legs are so far in. I mean, unlike SH figure arts, the legs can be pulled lowered a little bit, so it gives you a lot more room to work with. But this one, you can't, because the ball hinge is attached to the hips and the legs aren't extendable. Alright, these back panels are kind of flimsy. There's a groove here, and then you just slot these plastic pieces through them. And here it is, giving you another pose, somewhat of jumping or running towards something pose. And here you can see that the rod is being used, the metal rod, and this base here, it's a circular base where you could rotate. So you could have it facing the back or have it rotate all the way to the front. It's just a matter of preference. Alright, so here are a couple of figures. First we have the SH Figure Arts Iron Man, and then we have our re-edit Iron Man, and then here's Marvel Legend Wolverine. As you can see, he is definitely not gonna work with, the re-edit figures will definitely not work with your Legends, because they're way too tall, even though Wolverine is short, but I don't think he's that short. And then here we have a Heartbreaker from Hot Toys, and here are the 3 Iron Men. You can see height-wise the difference between the 3. And now let's talk about the price point. This thing's gonna set you back a lot. This thing costs roughly around 200 bucks, and yeah, it is really high as far as the price point. Figure Arts costs about what, 70-ish, around there, somewhere around there, and then your Hot Toys, this particular one costs about 250. So if you're paying 200 bucks for something like this, I say go for the Hot Toys, because if you're paying 50 bucks more, you get a 12-inch, and the paint job is nice on the re-edit, and it's I wouldn't say it's better than Hot Toys, or I wouldn't say it's less of a quality than Hot Toys. It would have been nice if he came with a little more accessories. I know he only comes with hands and a base. I mean, what more could you ask for? Maybe some effect pieces or something. Because right now, 200 bucks, it is really hard to justify this price because he is so small. Yeah, he does have a lot of great engineering, especially the shoulders and all the panels. You can see a lot of moving panels and stuff, but still, 200 bucks for an 8-inch figure, well, 7.5 inches figure, it's really pricey. If you already have this, I'm sure you're gonna love this figure. But if you are trying to debate on what figure to buy, if you are spending a lot of money, I say go with the Hot Toys. 50 bucks more, you can get a Hot Toys, and because for 200 bucks, 7.5 inches, it's a little crazy. And SH Figure Arts, they're nice, but the quality wise is definitely no re-edit or Hot Toys. And one last thing, it's smart for them to not do movie style figures, because we're already flooded with the movie style stuff, like SH Figure Arts or Hot Toys. That's why they're going with the comic series, I guess, the comic style Iron Man and another figures that well, I think majority are Iron Mans, because yeah, but smart for them to do this, because if they were to do movie stuff, I don't think people would buy these, because why pay 200 bucks for a 7.5 inches while you pay 50 bucks more for a 12-inch Hot Toys? Yeah, so there you have it. There's my re-edit Sentinel Iron Man Extremis armor figure. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.